Yeah, but almost. You was hiding good that time.
Come on. I bet this time you'll never find me. Let's play again.
Well, I can't play tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do, but we'll try again tomorrow. Let's see how good you can ride, huh? Come on.
Giddy up. Morning, Jared.
Come on, now, Bud. Hi. Good. Hi, Jared. Robert. Hi. Man, how are you? Well, how are you? Great, just great. Feeling good, huh? Yeah. What are you doing up there, young fella?
Riding the horse, Mr. Cartwright.
Tell me, Jerry, does he handle real easy?
Oh, sure.
He's getting to be quite a horsebacker. Yeah, he sure is. You want to be honest? Yeah. I'll walk along with you.
Not walk, Mr. Cartwright. Ride.
I gotta tell you, you're absolutely correct. I'll ride along. What brings you to town, Ben? Oh, just a little business in the bank. How's the boy? Just fine. You say hello to him for me, will you? Well, now, you can come out and say hello for yourself. We haven't seen you out there in weeks. Well, I've been kind of busy, and you know that other thing. Yeah, boy. Now, you look real good, real fine. You really feeling good. That was just a flesh wound. I'm as good as new.
Whoa. Hi, Mom.
Hello, Mr. Cartwright. Mr. Coffee. How you feeling, Sheriff?
Fine, it's fine.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Mom, don't you want to see what a good rider I am? What?
Oh, Jerry.
Off you go. It's all right, Miss Wilson.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Mr. Coffee. Was that your wound?
It's all right, son. Now, don't you worry about it.
I'm sorry you got wounded, too. My father says it never should have happened.
Jerry.
Well, maybe your pa's right. You run along, now. I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Wilson.
Cartwright. Coffee.
Miss Wilson. What that Wilson means is that I ain't as fast with the gun as I was. It don't take much for some folks to start shooting off their mouths about something that don't concern them, does it, Ben? Sheriff's office is a business. It has to be handled efficiently. You been in that office of Roy's lately? That looks like a compost heap. He's got loose papers flying all over the place. He's got wanted posters he probably hasn't even looked at. Tell him about the Wagner gang. See, I've got a young wife, and What about the Wagner gang? They've been operating all around here, Ben. Shooting up towns, sticking up banks, molesting private citizens. They'll be hitting Virginia City sooner or later. You can put your money on that. And Roy Coffey is not the man to handle. Now, wait a minute. I think you're selling Roy Coffey a little short. You stay out of this, young fella. When I want your opinion, I will ask for it. Well, you're going to get my opinion when you start talking down Roy Coffey. Joseph. Please, gentlemen. Now, let's stop arguing and just get to the point, huh? All right, Frank. What is the point? Well, Ben, we just thought we'd drop in. We've been talking about this thing, and... well, you, Adam, Carter, and I are the four members of the city council. And... well, Ben, the point is, Carter and I feel that Roy Coffey should be replaced. Well, I'm afraid I don't agree with you. You don't, All right. Let's ask a more experienced man. What about you, Ben? Something I've got to think about, certainly. What are we going to do for protection for Virginia City while you are making up your mind, Ben?
Now, wait a minute. Armistead said that this was a council matter, and I don't believe you're a member of the council.
No, but I'm one of the citizens that voted you in. And I can be one of the citizens that vote you out. Let's calm down, gentlemen. We don't think a council members get this. And Ben's right. So let's get down to just the facts. Ben, we are the four members of the city council. But in order to make a decision, we have to have a majority. Now, Carter and I both feel that Coffey should go. But we need your votes. Now, how long is it going to take you to make your decision?
I'm going to need a little time to think about it.
All right, so you need a little time to think about it. Well, will you at least agree to a temporary solution?
Depends on what that solution is.
Well, considering the crisis we have on our hands.
What crisis?
The Wagner gang, that's what crisis? Adam, I think Browning is speaking for the majority of the town. They're very much concerned, and we've got to do something about it. Now, since you won't give us your vote to oust Coffey, then we're asking you to come in temporarily as his assistant, at least until the four of us can reach an agreement.
Assistant?
Well, as his deputy.
Armistead Roy Coffey's been a friend of ours for a long time. An old friend. I can't just barge in there and tell him how to do his job.
Then give us your vote to replace him. You can't have it both ways, Conrad. You're so afraid of hurting this old friend of yours. You gotta protect him against hurting the town. It's a good solution, Adam. The town will feel safer and give your father time to think it over.
All right, I'll try it.
Good man. Good man. Well, gentlemen, I think we need to impose further on your hospitality.
He's made me feel much better, Adam. You see, with this young wife of mine, I think...
Oh, come on, Carter. Come on. Good night, Joe. All right, gentlemen.
I think you did the right thing, Adam. There's gonna be trouble. Roy may really need some help. I sure don't look forward to telling him. Well, I know, but still, I can't have worrying about Roy handling somebody as well as tough as the Wagner gang up himself.
Well, maybe Roy will get himself a good fast gun for a deputy.
It's Adam's job. Find out what Roy is really capable of handling these days. Who knows how tough that Wagner gang really is, anyhow?
Well, here we are, son. I got a lot of work to do now, so you run along home and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, John.
Well, howdy, Adam. What, do I owe the honor of this visit?
Well, I just thought I'd drop by for a while, Roy.
Well, that's mighty nice of you. You couldn't have picked a worse day, though. Got lots of work to do. Just look at this paperwork. It's a lot of nonsense and a big waste of time, but that's the way it is now. I used to run this office, no paperwork at all. Now, man, could just about drown himself in it. Would you believe that I spend more than half my time just reading and writing? Enough to ruin a man's eyes. Now, somebody's been messing around with my desk. I left my glasses right here in plain sight. Thanks, Ed. What's the... something that you want to see me about?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be with you in a minute. There was a letter that I should have answered here. Now, look at that. This joker was killed over Red Bank more than 3 months ago. Here it is now. Here's that letter. Sheriff told Virginia City we were holding Red Thomas for the number of murder Kim Bailey.
I want to talk to you.
About what?
About helping you.
About helping? What kind of talk is that?
Well, I thought I could do some work around here, that's sort of an assistant.
I sure am much obliged, yeah, but I don't need no help. I had a couple of deputy sheriffs, a time or two, but all they did was about get in my way.
Oh, I just thought, on account of the wound.
And I'm just sick and tired of hearing about that wound. Now, it's just a little nick in the flesh, and these people seem to be more pained about it than I am.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the town council.
Drat the town council. What are they doing? You remember the town council, ain't you? Maybe this is your idea, huh?
No. But I was outvoted, and so I had to go along with the idea.
Just, what was this idea?
Well, they feel you need some help.
They feel that I need some help. Adam, will you stop bothering me? Go back to Ponderosa. Give you a nice paw and them brothers to you and my regards, huh?
Roy, I would consider it a personal favor if you would let me stay around. It's going to be pretty embarrassing if I have to tell the town council that you threw me out. Seeing as how I let them swear me in.
Let them swear you in?
Yeah, as a sort of deputy.
Adam, you serious about this? That's a fine. How do you do it?
Maybe I could just help out with the paperwork or something,
All right, you can stay around if you're minded. Do some paperwork. But all I'm going to ask is that you stay out of my way and don't bother me. Now, I'll get back to this letter.
What would you want me to do?
I wouldn't like you to do nothing. I just want you to stay out of my way. You said you wanted to do some paperwork, and I said, fine, there's papers there, there's papers here, there's papers there, there's papers everywhere. torque them inside. Thank you. Sure done a job on straightening this place out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to recommend you to council for town housekeeper.
Don't do me any favors.
But it is. It's a lot more efficient than it was. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. Kind of reminds me of the way Mary used to run her kitchen. You never did no more life, did you?
No.
Well, let me just say this. It's kind of rough when you build your whole life around something or somebody and then lose it. After my wife died, I was really lost. Maybe if we had some children, it wouldn't have been so bad. But she was the only family I had, so that's why I had to go out and get myself another family.
Another family?
Yeah, people of Virginia City, they've been my family for years now. It's my job to take care of them.
From what I hear, they're going to need that care real soon.
Know what I mean, huh?
Well, old town's talking about this Wagner gang that's supposed to show up here in a few days.
Don't you worry fret about that Wagner guy. I can take care of that scum, believe me. And I'm not going to let them harm my town in no way. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. I've been telling you, trouble is coming. What we want to know is, what are you doing about it? Doing? We have got to do something about the Wagner gang. Now, there's going to be a showdown and a bloody one. What do you plan to do about it? The only thing I plan to do is to avoid a showdown, especially a bloody one. You call that doing your job? Yeah, that's what I call it. The only thing is, I believe you gentlemen are a little confused as to just what my job is. What are you talking about? My job is to protect the people of Virginia City, not to get them killed. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I'll stretch my legs a little. Well, you need any more proof?
Proof of what?
That you gotta vote Roy Coffey out of here and put in a man who knows what he's doing.
I think Roy knows what he's doing.
We know what he's doing, too. Nothing. I don't understand you, Adam. The biggest depositors in the Virginia City Bank are you Cartwrights. If the Wagner gang cleans out that bank, you stand to be the biggest losers.
Well, if we're not worried, maybe you shouldn't be either.
What in the world are you doing? We're just putting some bars on that window. Have you taken leave of your senses? Well, I don't think so. Do you expect the Wagner gang to just come crawling in through the window? Windows of a bank that nobody's making any effort to defend? What's to keep them from just walking right in through that front door? Well, nothing, I guess. Roy, for heaven's sake. And you, Adam Cartwright, helping with this nonsense. Oh, you just wait till I spread this piece of news around. Excuse me. Sure spends a lot of time getting mad, don't he?
Yeah. Well, mad as a wet hen. Came by the office later and said that he and Carter and Browning were going to come out here later on this evening.
Well, we're always happy to extend our hospitality to members of the town council.
Well, I think there's something I ought to tell you before they get here.
Listen.
Well, things are getting pretty tense in town. I may be headed for trouble, I don't know. But I've decided to stand with Roy all the way. If I'm wrong, I may need your help. And I don't know whether I really have the right to ask for it, because the only thing I've got backing me up is my feeling for Roy and just my faith in the man.
Roy hasn't come up with any plan, but I was going to handle the Wagner gang if they do so.
Well, no, I don't know. We spent the greater part of the afternoon putting bars on the bank windows, so he must have some kind of a plan.
Well, Roy's an old friend. We all have faith in him. What about the folks in town?
Well, there's a lot of talk about the Wagner gang. They all feel sure that they're coming, and quite a few doubts about Roy.
Browning's influence.
Oh, yeah, he's been talking a lot against Roy these past few days, that's for sure.
There's always somebody who thinks a fast gun is the only way to settle.
The trouble is people believe him. I've lived pretty close to Roy these past few days. And I believe in him. No matter how he wants to handle that Wagner gang.
You want to know if we're back of it? Well, I agree with you. I think you'll find that the boys and I'll be with you if you need us.
Thank you. Well, it must be the duly elected representatives.
Well, good evening, Ben. Adam told me you were coming. Bye-bye. Ben, we have got to have your decision on Roy Coffey right now. You mean Adam's decision and mine? No, yours. We know how Adam feels. I warn you, Ben, the town is in no mood for any more shilly-shallying. Well, Mr. Browning, maybe you can tell me what the town is in the mood for. Just this. We get rid of Roy right now. Fire him. Swear in anybody. Anybody who's man enough to do what has to be done. Which is to strap on a gun, swear in the biggest posse he can raise, and stand ready to shoot it out with the Wagner gang if one of them so much as sticks his nose in Virginia City.
After all, we gotta protect our women.
Ben, this is no reflection on your family. This is nothing personal. We're just here in the best interest of the community as council members.
Well, as a member of that council, I think it's in the best interest of the community to retain the services of Roy Coffey as sheriff.
What? Ben, don't you see? By withholding your vote on this, you are reducing the council to absolute helplessness.
Well, I don't see how putting our trust in Roy Coffey reduces us to absolute helplessness. Now, maybe you think that the work of a sheriff should be done by a younger man. But as far as I'm concerned, the fast gun has never taken the place of experience, or the wisdom that comes from that experience.
Ben, I have said it before and I'll say it again. We voted you in and we can vote you out.
Yes, you can vote us out. Come election time next spring.
We do not have to wait till next spring to get protection for ourselves. Now, if the council won't do it, and if that has-been shell of a sheriff won't do it, we can do it ourselves.
Ben, trouble is going to come of this. And when it comes, it's going to land right on your shoulders. Yours and Adam's. The town knows how Carter and I feel.
Yeah, I guess we all know how you feel, Frank.
If any harm comes to my wife... Oh, come on, Carter. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about your wife.
Well, thanks for backing me up. I was backing up your faith in Roy Coffey. Yeah, I know how dangerous that can be. I understand if you change your mind. I won't change my mind.
Coffee, I've got some news. Yeah, what is it? The Wagner gang was seen not 15 miles from here the day before yesterday.
Well, Fred, what are you getting all bent out of shape for? They're 15 miles away from here. They're certainly not in Virginia City, are they?
Now, that is typical of your thinking.
Well, how do you think I ought to think?
Virginia City is on the way up. It's growing. It's attracting new business. Now, what do you think is going to happen when it gets known that business gets no protection from the
Now,
law?
what are you talking about? Business gets no protection.
What's going on here?
You mean these?
Yes, I mean those.
Well, little Jerry Wilson was practicing, and they locked me in the cuffs. And he went down the street to get some candy. He must have took the key with him because I couldn't find it here anywhere.
I never heard of anything so ridiculous in my life. The sheriff of an important town sitting around handcuffed and a gang of bank robbers on our very doorstep. Son, be careful.
What's he so mad about, Mr. Coffee?
Oh, I think he's just a little nervous about that Wagner gang.
Pooh, you can handle him with your hands tied.
Well, now, maybe we hadn't better go that far, huh? Unlock me, will you, son?
Sure.
Now, wait a minute. Now, it's no secret. We all know it. The Wagner gang is coming. Now, what is the council doing about it? Nothing. What is our so-called sheriff doing about it? Nothing. Now, obviously, can't depend on the council or on the sheriff. I say let's organize to protect ourselves. Now, we have got to do something. It's a matter of self-preservation. I say we stick with the law. There is no law against protecting our homes, our property. There is no law against acting like men. There is no law that says a man can't stand up for what's right and fight.
Now go on home, Grandpa. It's way past your bedtime.
Go on home, old man. Let's hear what old Grandpa has to say. Let's find out why we should all be cowards. It's going to be very interesting.
Thank you, sir. Friends, I don't want to take much of your time. I just want to say that I've been sheriff here for, well, since before a lot of you were born. I've always given you my best. And as far as I know, I never let you down. I never asked anything in return because all I was doing was my job. But now I am. I'm going to ask you for something. I'm going to ask you to let me handle this thing in my own way. Please, do this one thing for me. Let me handle it.
That's all you've got to say.
That's all.
Well, I am buying drinks for the men in this town. I don't mean the cowards. I mean the men. Come on.
Some people in this town sure spoiling for a fight.
Yeah, listen, Batten's all right.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, Adam, like I told you, they're a part of the town, and the town's my family. Now, if you've got some bad children in the family, they're still your children. You've got to protect them, even from themselves.
You're late. You been in any trouble?
No. It's got a cold creek.
It's a pushover, Wagner. And I went by Virginia City.
Virginia City? Nobody told you to go there?
I know. It's got the biggest bank in the whole territory. And I don't see why we don't hit it instead of all this penny-ante stuff.
The sheriff of Virginia City is a man named Roy Coffey. He's been around a long time. That means he's been plenty smart. And tough.
You saying you're afraid of him, Wagner?
I'd say no such thing. Ain't a sheriff living I'm afraid of.
Look, Wagner, I scouted that town today, and I saw your famous Roy Coffey. He's an old man.
All right. Virginia City's next. But I'm telling you one thing. It ain't gonna be easy. Old man. Or no old man.
Adam, will you please stop fooling around with them guns? You're making me nervous.
Roy, I gotta talk to you.
I'm busy.
It's important.
Now, can't you see I'm busy? Later.
No, Roy, no.
All right. Enough is enough. Adam. Now, I've been going along with this silly game and letting you play lawman just because the town council thinks I need a little help. But now you're really getting in my way. You're forgetting that I'm the sheriff here.
Not for long.
What? What do you mean by that?
Roy, I was hoping I didn't have to tell you, but you're gonna be replaced.
Replaced? You're pulling my leg.
I wish I was.
This is my job. Nobody's going to take my job.
Oh, yes, they are. Half the council has voted to let you go.
But they can't do that. I'm doing it.
Yes, they can, Roy. Just as soon as they vote me in power of the council, you go.
After all these years?
Roy, I know how you must feel. It's not much thanks for all those years.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I thought the council would change their mind. You know, Roy, you spent most of your life protecting this family, as you call it. Like a lot of families, they don't appreciate what you've done. But aside from that, I think we ought to try and look at this thing from every angle. Now, I'm not saying that you're not a good sheriff, but you know you shouldn't have gotten shot by that drunk. I don't think it could have happened 5 years ago. You know, it's nothing to be ashamed of, but then we do get slower as we go along. It's no disgrace to need glasses. Draw the gun a little slower.
And you don't understand either. None of you do. There's nobody in this whole town that understands my job. Now, if I didn't think that I could do a good job, I'd quit. Now, out of my way and let me get on with it.
The Wagner gang are on their way. We got a plan? Let's go to it.
All right, that's far enough. Roy said he doesn't want any shooting, so there's not going to be any shooting. But the Wagner gang's on the way in.
Let him come. His business is going to go just the way Roy wants it to go.
And let him ride right into town and take over? If that's what Roy wants. We don't care what Roy wants. We're the town.
You're not the town. Just a bunch of brownies roughnecks.
All right, drop your guns. You two. Now go on back to your homes.
Where is everybody?
This could be a trick.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know. Let's find out.
a sheriff, Virginia City. You give up carrying your guns?
That's right. Ain't gonna be no gunplay.
Everybody run away.
I ordered the town off the street, so go ahead, do what you come to do and get on out.
Nobody's gonna try and stop us.
I don't want to see nobody get hurt.
You're smart. Money ain't worth getting hurt for. Yes, sir. When you get old, you get smart.
Money back here.
Open the vaults.
Where's the money?
It's not here.
I can see that. Where is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I tell you, the sheriff took it all away.
That's why nobody out there tried to stop us. All right, what'd he do with the money?
I don't know. He wouldn't even tell me.
Well, you tell me. Let's get that old man. Listen to him talk. Now, wait a minute. Just in case we run into trouble out there, let's take him with us. You'll make a nice hostage. Mind the windows.
Getting in here was easy. How are we gonna get out?
That old man. I'll kill him.
Thank golly, Roy, you did it. It worked. Yeah. And nobody got hurt in it. Let's get down. We don't want to give him nothing to shoot at.
We're just wasting ammunition.
Wagner! Now listen to this. You can keep shooting all day if you're a mighty, or for a week, or for a month, but you ain't getting out of there. And you can keep on looking out through them bars till you starve to death. But if you prefer my jail where you'll get fed, just throw out your gun. I guess that's it. All right, Wagner. Come on. Come on, right over there.
Well, that's that, huh?
While you're here, why don't you tell Roy that's being fired? This is as good a time as any.
Oh, now, Ben, Roy, that was a great piece of work.
I understand that you want this.
I told you we were gonna get a better man for the job. Somebody with a faster gun.
Well, I sure feel better. About my wife, I mean. Avoiding all that violence and bloodletting. Guess it takes more than a fast gun to be a sheriff.
Yep. Takes a man.
And it takes a man to admit his mistakes, too. And we made one. A bad one.
Roy? I was wrong, Roy. I'm sorry. It's all right, Ronnie.
Hi, Mr. Coffee.
Hello, Jerry.
Will you play bank robbers with me?
I sure will, just as soon as I get my gun.
No. My mommy didn't want me to play with guns anymore. I want to be like you.